My first myth today asked if there's any truth to the story that Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun was actually originally titled Black Man's Come, but obviously had to be retitled. This is one of my favorite songs from one of my favorite bands. What an amazing song and an amazing album, and I think I'm gonna go have to blast that one when I'm done here. As the story on this one goes though, Chris Cornell wrote the song in literally 15 minutes, but he actually didn't think the band was gonna like it at first. That's totally understandable because if you look at the music they made till then, this song was a massive shift in their overall sound. After that, the band took that different direction. It worked out really well for them. Great music and tons of awards for this song in particular. And more than 20 years later, it still holds up. Great album. You have to have Super Unknown. But did this song have another name? Nope, not at all. Never did. The words here were really Chris Cornell just kind of playing around with words and trying to create this surrealist landscape. But Black Hole Sun was the only name it ever had. Sorry. My second myth asked if there's any truth to the claim that the great Nick Cave was actually going to replace Michael Hutchinson's in INXS when he passed away. That loss was one of the biggest of the decade, and the music world was really never the same. And of course, the two were really good friends. Nick actually performed In Your Arms at Michael's funeral, but specifically requested that it not be televised. However, Nick never considered joining INXS full-time or really in any large capacity. At the time, as he's been for a majority of the last 30 years, he was busy with a million projects, the Bad Seeds, and maybe he was even thinking about what would eventually become Grinder Man. And while he has paid tribute to his friend many times over the years, he was never really thought to be a part of INXS in any way. At least, of course, publicly. So as far as I'm concerned, total myth. My last myth today asked if it's true that the band Phish keeps playing the song Possums so that the song's writer, Jeff Holdsworth, can continue to get royalty money because he's struggling to get by. I love getting Phish myths because it's always a trip down memory lane for me, and every once in a while, I get to learn something about that band. Possum is one of a number of songs that Jeff wrote that Phish continues to play regularly and have for the better part of 30 years. And there is a rumor that they actually used this song to try and track him down for their 20th anniversary shows all the way back in 2003. Jeff did join the band on that run in Albany, and having been there, I can confirm it was a really great show and a fun time when he came out and played those songs. However, it wasn't a royalties issue at any point over those decades as far as I know. Unless it's on a formal release, the artist really can't get any royalties for live performances, and at the same time, even if it was on a live release, the small percentage that he'd be getting from royalties really isn't anything significant. Phish keeps playing this song because it's awesome, it's great to sing to, it's great to dance to, and everybody loves it. Jeff just happened to be the genius that wrote it. Oh, I do have one more myth. Sorry, it asked me, did Sun Ra really take a trip to Jupiter, or was it just a really wicked acid trip? I thought we'd covered this one before. Sun Ra absolutely went to Jupiter. He's traveled the entire solar system, and that's where he gets his awesome music. So those are my myths for this week. Be sure to check back here every Friday as I delve into some of the coolest stories in music history. If you've got a myth you want me to check out, email it to me at thedailyguru@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook right here, and I'll see you guys again next time.